Hi guys, it's Fred. So today I want to finish my explanation about thinning scissor. And I said that using thinning scissors was like breaking the rules. So I had comments, which is good, and questions from people who are actually using it, and they were like, well, I can't use it or whatever. No, this is not about that, and I have to put it in a very specific context, which is precision haircutting, what I teach, what I use. And I'm cutting hair the Vidal-Sassoon way, and only in that context, and also in order for you over time to build up a high quality haircutting and be consistent. So let's put things back into this precision haircutting context, okay? The one thing we do when we actually use precision haircutting, such as cutting the Vidal-Sassoon way, is to make sure that whatever we come up with, line, graduation, layers, finishing, we make sure that everything has a logic and is connected to each other, okay, from the bottom to the top. So imagine, I'm gonna use this like, hair. Imagine that I've been cutting in such a way that you're gonna discover if you learn the technique, to get a graduation, for example. To make a transition from short hair to longer hair, a smooth transition, or just to have like a certain volume and shape at the base. Everything is connected, you see, from the longer hair here to the top one that is shorter. Gradually, we have connection. So now imagine that I remove this underneath and I just get it short. All this hair here won't really be held by anything else anymore, and we kind of go inside, outside, flicker, and that's going to be a mess. So you will have a disconnection. If you do that intentionally for a specific style on some hair, that's fine, but I'm really sticking on the precision haircutting rules here, okay? We want things in the first place to be connected. That's what you learn. And once you know how to do that, you can experiment by disconnecting part of the cut, okay? So once you know that, you will easily understand what will be the impact of the thinning scissor. So now I'm going to demonstrate what's happening with when you cut with the thinning scissor. So the thinning scissor has small teeth that are going to cut only part of the hair when you get into the mass. Depending on where you go and how much you do it, you will have more or less hair at the end. So let's say I'm cutting like in the middle here. I'm not going to do it on my model here because I need it, but imagine I'm going to cut through this line here. From where I cut it, we have short and long hair, okay? And here I have the full mass. So if you do it randomly and you get inside like this and super deep, you're going to have so many different lengths. And as I explained previously, when it comes to connecting hair together, when you just remove part of the hair in the mass, what's going to happen is that you're going to have like also disconnection, okay? So if you do it a little bit for a specific reason and you have been experimenting, it may work. But if you do it too much, you're going to end up with a total mess, okay? And this is not going to help you also for how the hair looks at the end. Not only you won't have foundations anymore because everything will be disconnected, but you will also have like a funny dry look. Okay, if you use a thinning scissor on highlighted hair, for example, that are already a bit dry, you're going to have like a straw effect unless you do a lot of styling. Okay, but if the client just dries it with a dry only, a quick dry, it's going to be looking like straw. So that's the first impact of the thinning scissor. Now, once you understand, the principles of having hair connected to each other, you may safely use it like very lightly to blend a line or to give a little effect. You can experiment. But deeper you go, more trouble you're going to have. Imagine now, so the second problem is, imagine now that the client comes back after the last cut and she likes it, and you have been using a lot of thinning scissor. How do you find the line or where to cut again with the thinning scissor since you don't see it? You know, when you use the proper technique, you have a line, graduation, layers, you have a proper plan, you can read the line from the last time. You can actually reproduce the cut by more or less following the line. It's going to come out. You're going to do something pretty similar. But if you only use this, you're going to be unable to reproduce the cut, and you're going to try eventually, and you're going to remove even more hair, because you imagine that when you cut here with a thinning scissor, the shorter hair here, which is about 10 to 12 centimeters to the end, it's going to take about a year to regrow. So if the client comes back after 1 or 2 months and you use the thinning scissor again, you're going to remove more and more hair, which is, for me, that's the foundation, you know, of the cut. So that's also a danger. And I see that many, many times. I see clients who come and see me to have a fix because they got their hair thinned, and it takes months to fix it. All right? So again, I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying learn a proper haircutting technique with the rules I explained just previously, and then you will know how to use the thinning scissor safely without removing the foundation of your hairstyle. So now I hope that you understand when I say breaking the rules, and you can break the rules, as a matter of fact, if you learn a solid foundation when it comes to haircutting, and when you understand, you know, whatever you do with the scissors or thinning scissor, what's the impact on the hair. So yes, you can use a thinning scissor and experiment, but you will have to have enough experience and technique to know when to use it and how much and why. You know, this is art, so you do whatever you want. But when it comes to a consistency for your business, on your clients, if you stick on that, you're going to be into trouble, okay? But if you make sure you use it carefully and you understand what the impact on the hair, then you will be fine. So I hope this helps and that you understand a little bit better about what I mean by breaking the rules. Now, if you want to ask questions, you know, you can use the comments in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are. And I will really be happy to reply. Now, if you want to subscribe, just click somewhere underneath here. And I'm going to continue posting videos about my haircutting technique. All right? So guys, thanks for watching. See you. Cheers.